On Cold War. In this video we're going to go over the Pelington 703 sniper rifle. This sniper rifle is better off as a quick scoping rifle, but I like to use it as just a legit sit back and snipe. So what I played mostly was combined arms with this. You can play other modes, but I prefer the combined arms just for it's the 12 versus 12 and it's the bigger maps and a lot more fun to just sit back and snipe. So as far as the attachments go, I put on the gunfighter wild card that gives me 8 attachments. For my setup, obviously any secondary you want. I put the RPG on just because I was working on the RPG at the same time. I use a stem shot for tactical. That way if I do get hit by somebody else trying to counter snipe, I can re-heal and hopefully get the shot off on them. Lethal, I put the tomahawk on just because people are going to rush you for sitting back and sniping. So seeing as I only had the RPG as my secondary, I like the tomahawk to kind of save my ass. Field upgrade, I put the proximity mine on. Just this way I can just throw a proximity mine down once it builds up and again try to cover my ass a little bit because people are going to try to flank you a lot. For the perks, I put engineer on. Like I said, I was working on the RPG, so I liked having this on so I could see enemy equipment and score streaks. That way I could just run up and blow them up at the same time. For perk 2, I put on an assassin, but you can all put on a gearhead. Like I said, you can have 2 proximity mines down at once, but I like assassin just to try to get my streaks up a little bit quicker. When I see someone on another streak, obviously if you kill them you get bonus points for it, so that's why I have assassin on. For perk 3, I put on cold-blooded, especially like in the bigger maps. A lot of attack choppers and stuff are being called in, so I like to put this on. That way I can still sit back and not have to worry about being in cover, and I can go on longer streaks of sniping. As far as attachments, the only attachment I didn't put on was an optic. I like the base optic that comes on here, but you could put on an optic if you want. Like I said, with the gunfighter, it gives you 8 attachments, so everything else I put on. For the muzzle, I put on infantry stabilizer. This just helps with the idle sway control. This way I can just sit there and focus, downside a little bit easier and not have to worry about my gun bouncing around. For the barrel, I put the 27.2 inch combat recon. This is just going to help with the bullet velocity. This is going to help you hit the targets at a longer range, so you don't have to try to aim up or nothing. You can more closer to a hit scan, even though it's not quite. You still have to aim up to the head, upper chest area to get your one shots, but still not too bad. For the body, I put the soft target designator on. This just helps to reveal distance. That way if maybe there's a guy hiding, because it's a pain in the ass to see people sometimes in this game. That way if someone's hiding, it's going to pop their name up a little bit easier for me to be able to see. The underbarrel, I put the bipod on just to help with the vertical recoil and the horizontal recoil. That way if I miss my first shot, I can follow it with a second shot. My gun's not going to bounce around like crazy again. Just helps me stay on target easier. For the magazine, I put the Salvo 9-round fast mag. Just more ammunition. That way I don't have to reload as much. I can sit back and go on longer streaks again without having to reload. But then when I do have to reload, it reloads a lot quicker. This setup I'm doing here, obviously as you see, all the cons are going to be the aim down sight time. But like I said, this is not a quick scoping gun. This is a sit back and snipe people at a distance type weapon. For the handle, I put the airborne elastic wrap. This is going to help with my flinch resistance. That's mainly what I'm going for. I don't really aim while going prone. Sometimes, yes, if I'm trying to get the jump on people, I might try to lay it down to make it harder for them to see me. The aim down sight time doesn't really do nothing for me. Like I said, I'm not really big on trying to quick scope with this thing, but mainly for the flinch resistance. That way if you're counter sniping someone, they do hit you and you don't die, you're going to get your shot off a little bit easier and hopefully you get the kill. And then finally for the stock, I put the Raider pad on. Sprint to fire time and aim walking movement speed. This is so if I'm trying to make it harder on them to shoot at me, and I'm not just sitting stationary in one spot, I can kind of move back and forth. That's what it's going to help with the aim walking movement speed. Make it a little bit harder for them to hit me, and as long as you have pretty solid aim, you shouldn't have no problem. And it's minus 30 hip fire accuracy, which it's a sniper rifle. You shouldn't really be hip firing with this thing anyways. So that's the setup that I ended up going with. And for the camos, For the spray, it's just get 200 eliminations with the Pelington. Pretty simple, straightforward. Just kill 200 people. For stripes, it's just get 50 headshots. This is going to come natural over time in the game of going for the rest of the camos. Shouldn't be an issue. You should always be aiming for the head anyways, especially with a sniper rifle. +2 with the the bullet drop. At least you'll hit him in the chest, so it should still be a one-shot kill. For classic, it just get 5 kills without dying 20 times. Just a bloodthirsty medal basically is all you need. Just get 5 kills in 1 life with this weapon right here. I think it's kind of buggy right now. I think if you end up getting like a kill with anything else, and then still, like, say you get 6 kills, but like your 4th kill is with the tomahawk or the proximity mine, but you still get 5 other kills with this weapon, I don't think it's tracking. So I think all 5 in 1 life have to come from this and this alone. So just try to, like I said, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that it's doing that, because I've thought a few times either camos weren't tracking or something was off, but I think that's what it ended up being. So just try to get the 5 kills without dying with this weapon alone instead of using anything else. For geometric, just 50 long shot middles. As long as you kit this thing out like I said, you can just sit back. Everything's going to be a long shot basically, unless someone's rushing you and you just get lucky and quick scope them. But for the most part, everything's going to be a long shot kill. Shouldn't be hard to complete that at all. For floor, just get 50 kills while holding your breath. Every sniper, you just click your left stick in and you're going to hold your breath, obviously to line your shot up a little bit easier, so shouldn't be an issue. This should come natural also. For science, get 50 one-shot kill medals with the Pelington. More than likely, everything's going to be a one-shot kill too, especially, like I said, if you kit it out the way I do, this thing is for a one-shot kill. Just aim for the head or the upper chest, and every shot should be a one-shot kill, unless they're already damaged by something. But again, this is going to come natural. You don't have to try for this at all. And then finally, for psychedelic, is kill 2 or more enemies rapidly 25 times. If you are good at quick scoping, obviously do all the opposite attachments that I did and make this thing as fast as possible. Quick scope shouldn't be an issue for the 2 or more rapid kills, but if not, this is where the combined arms comes in play. I played the assault one, that way everybody's mainly going towards the same target, so where more than likely people are going to be at, and you can just sit there and pick people off. I didn't have any issues with this one at all. I thought it might be a little tough because you can't always find 2 players together, but I really didn't have a hard time with this one at all. Honestly, the one that took the longest was just the classic, and that's because I think I kept getting kills with tomahawks and proximity mines. So it seemed like once I stopped using those, I didn't have a trouble unlocking this challenge at all. So once you do all that, you unlock the gold, and this is what the gold looks like here. Not my favorite weapon. I like gold a lot more in the Modern Warfare, but gold in here looks like something out of like a Willy Wonka chocolate bar or something. Looks like the gold ticket. But other than that, pretty solid gun all around. I didn't mind it at all. It takes a little bit of time to get the kills going, especially at longer distance when you don't have none of the attachments really unlocked. You're gonna notice your bullet drops a lot, and it seemed like a super lag to it. It just doesn't hit. Like you'll fire, and it seems like you almost have to fire again, and all of a sudden your first bullet will hit. So if you're gonna sit back and snipe, I highly recommend getting the attachments that help you hit a little bit faster and a little bit farther. So that's pretty much it for this video right here. If you guys did enjoy, feel free to give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.